I told the streaming thing to just automatically pick YouTube safe music, just randomly, so I have no idea what to expect. We have a semi-assorted box of chocolates here. Okay. And we're gonna have when in NixOS, when you write a module is basically a bunch of options that get expanded into a template, and then that tells that like basically controls the configuration for the system. So we're gonna learn how to write them. I'm gonna make a systemd service, and we're gonna talk about the dynamic user flag. Kind of like the vibe of this. Yeah, I just copied over all my notes, so here we go. And I forgot to link this in one place, so let me do that real quick. So, where did I leave off on my last one? I should set up the stream Firefox. That'd be a good idea. Okay, pull that, paste that, and then you are going to firefox.exe. Okay, and make that a little bigger. Like I said, professional internet streamer. Okay, so basically the last article was like packages, and we're gonna build on that by like cording together packages. Nix Flakes. Exposing and using NixOS modules. Kind of a crap title, but it'll work. So, where I want to start with here is basically, I want to mention that, like, Nix Flakes, they basically let you expose a bunch of things in a standardized way, including modules. So, let's, let's just start there. Nix Flakes allow you to expose NixOS modules. Oh, this is Chipsel? Well, that's cool. If I don't have the Edge window visible on screen, the chat window visible on screen, it looks like it doesn't update it. Okay, that's weird, but I guess it makes sense. Minimize all that, so I have the magic mirror down there, I have that there, and yeah. Nix Flakes allow you to expose NixOS modules. Actually, I'm gonna put this for... Let's put it for Thursday. Hello, C. Lauren. Welcome to the stream. Our templates. So they're templates for system configuration. They're how you configure NixOS. I have that repo here. What did I call it? Let's go over to StreamFox real quick. Go hello. Where is go hello? Hey. What did I call this? Okay. Did I put it here? Or did I literally do it in temp? Oh. I did do it in temp. Okay, that's confusing, but I guess that works. Okay, so Nix build. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I did put it in temp. That's unexpected, but and then I'll go back to StreamFox and grab the URL. And write a NixOS module for it. And deploy it to a server. Windows Terminal. Yeah, I did try to get this working in Linux, but the problem is that, like, it's inconsistent. And Pulse Audio is causing some issues, and this is just more reliable in Windows right now, so I am taking the path of least resistance and making sure that things work the most reliably so that I don't have to care. Also, the software that I'm using right now, vMagic Mirror, does not work in Wine. Just no. Oh, I can... If I type wave... I wave. Okay. Angry? Sad? Happy? Smile? No. Okay. That. Okay. If you haven't read the other things in the series, you probably should. That's where I'm gonna start with. That's what I'm gonna write for this. There, and we'll have the little sharp girl there. Save this. I'm gonna have to change the file name because, you know, I changed the date and I do the file names based on the date because I am crazy. Oh. And then /a there, so that I don't turn the entire thing into a freaking link. There we go. You know what? Let's do the fun way first. Let's actually just add a module here. Live on camera. Okay. So this is the Nix Flake that we've been building. What this is it's a little web server. You know, we have a little handler here, and we bind to port 3031. We have a thing on /. We listen for HTTP requests, and we explode if we can't listen and serve on HTTP. Pretty simple. So I guess one of the first places we want to start here is we want to just like define the core of the service, right? Let me check the Flake documentation to make sure I'm doing this right. Remember, it is always important to make sure that you check documentation. Okay. Let's look at the output schema. So what we want is this NixOS module attribute, which takes in the stuff that a NixOS module does, and yeah. But Saku is my waifu. I do feel kind of bad about using Windows to stream this stuff where I'm like explaining how to use Linux, but the software just isn't stable on Linux, and I don't want to take that chance. Okay, so we have a NixOS module that has config, lib, and packages. Okay, I like this. It's getting into like drum and bass and stuff. That's got some nice flow. You redeemed hydrate just as I took a drink of water. Wow, that is some good timing there, yo. Hydration has been achieved. So let CFG equals. You know what? Let's double check it. Another thing that I wrote in the past. let's look at the printer fax service, because as we all know, printer fax is oh, it does work when it does work for VC Face, but I'm not using VC Face right now. I'm using vMagic Mirror. I have like 3 different VTubing programs that I use for different things. It's a mess. Okay, so I have config, lib, and packages, which I have over here. And config is that, in options is that. Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna move you over to my other monitor so I can take a peek. Actually, what did I call this? Oh yeah, I also did with lib. In NixOS, in Nix, the with statement basically like brings stuff in an attribute set up a level so that you can use them as bare things. You know, let's do it in the live example. So let's say that foo equals bar equals baz, right? And then with foo, bar. Yeah. But otherwise we can get foo.bar that way. It's a neat little thing. It makes writing things a lot easier. Options. Actually, what did I call this? Go hello.http. Okay. Okay, so this make enable option function basically it basically just creates a Boolean value that defaults to false. I'm not very familiar with the 3D VTuber apps. I know live 2D stuff is a bit better, but even there, using Windows or Mac is still the most common. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is really just like made with the Windows model culture in mind, and it's kind of frustrating, but you know, this is my lot in life for being a VTuber. So I can cope. And you know what, let's add a domain option here because that's going to become relevant here. The domain name for go hello, so we're just gonna say like did I set up that? Or is it local? It is, okay. If you do like .local.citation.club, I set up a Cloudflare to have a star entry for that for localhost. Could be useful when developing things. Let's just make a recursive binding here. Format buffer, scroll back down. There we go. And we have a basic thing. So now these are the options for this. Basically, it's the configuration for the service. Options can be a lot of other things, but right now I'm just having it be the simple configuration to save time. So then the actual config is done with a variable that is imaginatively named config. Now we want to make it if cfg.enable. And this basically is like equals like val, if val, then val adders, if val, then adders, else, right? Basically it's just that, but it's maintained by someone else, so I don't have to write it every time. So now then we make a systemd service. Call it go hello, and it is an attribute set, and then we go wanted by equals multi-user.target, and we don't need anything else. The wanted by just basically tells systemd when to start it. In this case, we just want to start it when like the system is booted. Multi-user.target is activated when the system has fully booted and is ready to go. Service config equals let ag equals self.packages, or self.default package. $system in, and we want to have restart on failure. We want to have exec start equals package slash I think it's just going to be called web-server. Okay. You know what? We can check. Make a Nix build real quick. Yep, result then web server. Okay, cool. And yeah, we'll add the like port option later. We're going to enable the dynamic user flag in systemd. Dynamic user is a really interesting thing because dynamic user will have systemd like automatically create a user, automatically create home directories. Let me just show Streamfox for a second here while I Google something. Actually, wait. I have a better example of this. System cuddle cat tailscale d.service. Okay, so what these things are here is this tells systemd to automatically create some like home directory-ish things for the service and automatically bless it with permissions. So let's add those. We can copy this here. It's going to be a little bit angy, but that's fine. Equals And because I copied it out of Windows Terminal, everything's all cattywampus. But we will just ignore that and let the code formatter fix it. I don't actually know if it's like standard to namespace systemd services like this, but it feels a bit right, so I'm going to try doing it. At buffer, there we go. Okay, so we have a systemd service that starts up, and then we have dynamic user. We have it automatically creating home directories, state directories, and cache directories, and it'll just wire it up and it'll just all work, and I don't have to care. And it's pretty great. So then let's go on to the Nginx config, because that's going to be the fun stuff. So now services .nginx virtual hosts equals dot config.domain equals an attribute set locations dot slash equals one 127.0.0.1:3031. We're not going to need WebSockets here. So we also don't need to worry about Acme right now. There's ways that you can automatically set like heckin' TLS certificate grabbing, but I'm not going to care about that right now because it's not super relevant. Okay, let's see if it likes this. So we use Nix flake check. Default package is deprecated, dev shell is deprecated. Okay, yes, packages.default is the one you want now. Dev shell is deprecated, dev shells.default. Okay. Oh, Docker, okay. Knew I would forget something, but that's why we have Nix flake check, which basically checks your flake to see if it's okay. Yep, it's all good. I love how when I type out my macros with my keyboard, you know, like my avatar just like machine gun spurts out a bunch of characters like, on the like holographic virtual keyboard. Love it. Yep. Okay. Let's go back to Nginx. Okay, so how to describe it? So they are basically like... They're basically like Legos that let you build up a server. A module describes the changes that need to happen to the system in order for it to apply. Hey, Ansible things are called modules, right? Ansible module. Oh, they are called modules. Okay. Looks like it. Or are they playbooks? Or no, is... Okay, so... In Ansible, basically you have a bunch of YAML files, and the YAML files describe the changes that you need to take to get to the system state. But are the YAML files called plays, and the whole thing is called a playbook? Think about them like Ansible playbooks. NixOS modules are functions. They take in like the current systems, like the current configuration state, and emit new configuration state. Then return Okay, let's... You know what, let's just make something that enables Nginx. Just double check that I'm doing it right. Sample setups. Okay. And then... HTTPS. Yep, HTTPS works on nginx.org. Then you do services nginx.enable equals true. So, you know what? I'm gonna do this the more verbose way because I think it makes it easier to explain things. So the config is it returns configuration. So we use the Nginx module that ships with NixOS to give you a basic Nginx configuration that does nothing. That does nothing. Basic Nginx setup. NixOS container flake. Okay, let's make a little NixOS container. NixOS container is basically like a spicy wrapper around systemd nspawn, and in this case, I'm going to be using it in order to just save some time in making a little isolated thing. So let's just do that. Flake update. There we go. Oh, that's an old version of NixOS. Okay, let's do NixOS unstable. It's probably not the best idea, but let's do it. Yeah, systemd nspawn is kind of criminally underused. So we want the firewall to allow port 80. We have a container. And okay, let's all right, getting it. Okay. Then we want to Okay, so then what this is going to do is it's building the entire container system. In this case, it is a container system that will do nothing. It will, like, exist, it will have, like, a basic shell, but it won't do anything. Ah, okay. It got Angie because because of that. Okay, so let's just enable Nginx. What did it say that container's IP was? Ah, container IP is that. Okay, so... okay. NixOS configurations.container. So... let's try root login. Oh, right, we have to update the configuration. Okay. So what's going on here is I set it up without Nginx enabled, and I forgot to update the thing. So let's update the config. Update go hello. Now it'll think for a second. Oh, right. Sudo. It'll think for a second, it'll reload the container, and if we run curl, hey, we have Nginx! If you see this page, Nginx is successfully installed and working, but you need to do more stuff now. Has no... has... the upstream default configuration in it. Okay, I think the main problem with NixOS containers is that you can't really use them from non-NixOS for fairly obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure that you could like install NixOS container and the like on other distros, but I don't know how easy that would be. NixOS containers on Ubuntu. Oh, this is nice. Oh wait, I think LXD also uses systemd spawn. Okay, I guess that would make sense. I thought LXD was supposed to be like LXC but Docker, but no, it looks like it really just is an nspawn wrapper. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna shove the NixOS container thing up here. And, let's just start here and let's do the NixOS container thing up here. Really interesting. Never really looked at LXD very closely. Yeah, like, based on what I'm seeing through, like, 2 minutes of Googling, yeah, it looks like that. As a way to run other instances. Other instances of NixOS within the same with NixOS containers. And you know what? Let's link to the NixOS manual here. It's probably not going to be the best thing to link people to, but I really wish the NixOS manual was broken up into a bunch of pages, because the fact that it's like one giant unbroken page can make people feel kind of nervous. Can use them to test our NixOS module as we write it. To add a container configuration to your Flake. Okay. And let's look here for, we'll just say this is after packages. NixOS configurations.container equals not really usable on the other systems, but it doesn't build a shippable image, but maps the bits of the host in the container. Yeah, it basically, you know what, we can actually, like, heckin' go into this container and check, but, from what I understand, it basically looks like bind mounts a bunch of shit. Okay, it does bind mount the entire Nix store into the container. I guess that would make sense. I think that would make sense a lot more than just like filling the mount information with a whole bunch of crap. But yeah. And if I do machine cuddle, I see that I have go hello, which is a container, and it's with system nspawn. It has NixOS 22.05. Wait, it shows up my libvirt machines too? Oh crap, that's cool. That's really cool. Huh. I doubt it will do this. Okay, yeah, it won't let me like get into a shell on my key movie VMs, but okay, that's really cool. I did not expect that. That's awesome. Specify the system. Actually, you know what? Let's write this in the actual Flake first, and then we can copy it out over there. Okay, and then we add modules to the configuration. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Modules equals a list. And our thing is going to be something that has spaces in it, so we need to be a little careful. Yeah. Then packages, comma, dot, 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 colon that. And then we just copy this crap over. Copy that. Copy that. Actually, wait, search.nixos.org/options. No, wait, I should do this in Streamfox. Streamfox. I need to remember that I'm a professional internet streamer and people like watching what I'm doing here, so let's get Streamfox. Is there a open firewall? No, okay. We're gonna have to open the ports manually. Okay, that's fine. I kind of hoping that there was like a convenience wrapper here, but I think we're just gonna have to open the port 80 manually. That's fine. We redent it, save, and then indent it. Wait. Is that normal? I don't think it is. Nix in general can be pretty intimidating. I do want to play around with it, but I haven't gotten around to jumping in. Your articles make me really want to try it. Yeah, I hate how intimidating it is, because, like, there are a lot of good things in NixOS, but it's just so hard to get into. And it shouldn't be. I absolutely hate that it is this hard to get into. It should not be this bad, but it is. So I'm glad that I've been able to make it a bit easier, though. Guess we actually would be able to do that normal. I guess that would work. Like, oh, there actually is a GitHub issue on this. I don't know if I want to merge it like that. I might have to merge it like that, though. Okay. Oh, shut up, Emacs. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to merge this thing in. I hope I spelled configurations correctly. Like show. It's not showing. Or rather. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it the ugly way. It's probably fine. Author, and then, you know, ominously, this is not fine. We're supposed to be seeing the GitHub. Oh, right. Again, professional internet streamer. Professional internet streamer. So. See if it'll let us do this. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna paste that there, and I'm gonna Nix format buffer. Nix format failed because why? Because of an unexpected semicolon. Oh, there is an unexpected semicolon. That would explain. Yeah, okay, that worked. That was a noise. Okay, so sudo NixOS container update Flake.hash x8664 at Linux.container. Huh. Okay, so I guess I actually do have to... Why isn't it that working? Why isn't that working, though? Did I spell configurations wrong? Don't think I did. Okay, that did work. So self dot self.system.nixOS module. Self.nixOS module, okay. 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 I don't feel comfortable with that, so let's see if we can make this not bad. Oh. Okay, I have to merge this at the way bottom of this. Okay. NixOS configurations .container. Okay, okay, I guess that makes sense. Manage container. The option AArch64 Darwin does not exist. Why? Oh, because it's a container. Wait, shouldn't matter. Like, or okay, do I have access to packages at this point? Or Nix Flake or Nix Reple. Okay, so what I'm trying to look for here is I'm trying to figure out what I can do. So I only want to build this for Linux. Okay, so let's remove the container thing and see if that helps. Okay, let's just Google this error. Flake update. Does this help? So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get this container to load from the configuration. But it is fighting me so much. The option AR64 Darwin does not exist. Why does that matter? That shouldn't matter. Huh. Let's comment out these right now and see if that helps. Comment or uncomment region. Option AR64 Linux does not exist. Okay, so it's obviously not the fact that there's Darwin involved. Okay, so oh, dot. Wait, what? The option AR64 Linux does not exist. Wait. In function. So if I comment that. Oh, is... Okay, so there's something in here that it's not liking. Self.packages. That. Or is it the fact that it's not... I didn't update the default app? Let's see if that helps. Option AR64 Darwin does not exist. Okay. I feel like I'm doing something really stupid here. Like, I feel like I'm doing something really obviously wrong. But I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And it's frustrating. A little. Bit a sec to think. Oh, right. Okay, so I have a default app, I have a configuration, I have a container, I have a module, but why isn't the square peg fitting into the round hole? Let's push the, let's push this, and let's see if I can ask anyone if I'm doing anything obviously wrong. I feel like I'm doing something very obviously wrong, but I don't know what it is. So I'm going to open up Element and go to the NixOS Flakes channel. I'm trying to make a flake in an NixOS container to consume that flake, but I am getting a weird error when I add my module to the flake, to the container system, container configuration. Here is my flake.nix. And then I'll just close that, pull it to the side, and box select this. Hopefully that maintains new lines. What am I doing wrong? Okay. In the meantime, let's write everything else but that. But it works with curl, and then container with basic configuration, show that it works with curl. Root shell into the container. Bridge to the bottom of the Flake config. Need the following things: a systemd unit for orchestrating the HTTP server process. Okay, someone's seen my message, cry for help on the Flakes channel, so I'm probably going to hear back soon. Another person saw it. I have to... I hydrated a bit too much, so I'll be right back. I'm going to run an ad break real quick. See ya in a minute. Where's my phone? Hello, I'm back. Sounds like... Oh, I have the NixOS module at the wrong level. Okay, it looks like the NixOS module also needs to be down with the container here. Okay, so let's move this down then. Okay, so what I have to do is I'm gonna have to get into the whole thing about, like, how to merge stuff in Nix. Okay. Hey, Silver. Welcome to the stream. That's a good enough example. Foo equals 1, bar equals 2. Yep. Main 1. Yep. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna copy this here, paste it down here, and I'm gonna call this go hello. Welcome to the stream. I did say welcome to the stream to you, right, Silver? I don't remember. I think I did. Let's just go with the idea that I did. Yeah, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I am doing well. Life has been kind of weird. But I guess that's what happens in the age of COVID. For an easy way to do this, C A H ref equals NixOS infect. Opening up a new server. href? Oh right, link inside the link syntax would need that. Yeah, you can see that I am doing horrible things with markdown parsing in here, but it works, so who cares? Command probably won't work on a non-NixOS machine. You will need to install NixOS in order to test this. For an easy way, see NixOS infect, a script that you can put into a cloud config when spinning up a new server. You can also install NixOS manually in a VM. Let's destroy the container and recreate a new one. So, destroy. Sudo NixOS container destroy, go hello. Yep. then create a new one. We start the container. Got the $sign sudo NixOS container start go hello. V $sign left Y E $sign left Y. Oh right, the clipboards aren't synced because I'm using Windows. Okay. Of course, box select doesn't trim the trailing spaces, because why would you do that? That would be convenient. So let's peck off like a kilobyte or something from the file here. What I'm using here is Shift D in Vim that deletes until the end of the line. Yeah, you have to do it like a character after what you want to delete, because otherwise it'll like delete the yeah, I did Control D there, which deletes the whole line, because I also have Emacs bindings here. We have Nginx! This song that's playing right now has big, like, generic YouTube public domain energy. Now that we have our basic container to test with, let's write the configuration for the service. At the basic level, we need the following things: a systemd unit for orchestrating the HTTP server process, and Nginx configuration to reverse proxy to that HTTP server. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this NixOS module thing and I'm going to rip out most of it. So what you can also do in Vim is if you highlight a region with capital V or just lowercase v, you can use the left-pointing caret, and it'll allow you to indent things to the left. And if you do it with the right-pointing caret, it'll indent things to the right. Life pro tip. Do this one more level because this needs to be indented a little. In the configuration settings, eserve.services.gohello.enable is set to true. And probably do want to change the namespace zserve here. It is a placeholder that is not like conflict with anything else. Hi, LeClownFo. In Vim, you can also do something like left-pointing angle bracket I square bracket or close curly brace indent everything inside of matching curly braces. You can? So I probably shouldn't be in visual mode for it. So if I do that, oh, okay. Oh my gosh, okay, that is absolutely magical. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that, LeClownFo. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh, that changes a lot. Wow. Okay. That was really cool. I'll never remember that, but it's super cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember it very easily, but that is just absolutely mind-boggling. Yeah, Vim motions are... It's basically like a separate language, but it's so weird. I love it. I'm also using this from Evil Mode in Emacs because I've gotten used to having the best of both worlds. I have like you know, the entire OS that is Emacs and the text editor that is Vim glued together. So it just works really well. Okay, so DD, and then I can do that, 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 then I stop that, I play. I bet that made my avatar's hands jump around a little. Okay. So let's fix this. I'm pretty sure this is gonna crap out. Oh, it's not. Oh, right, laziness. Okay. So let's fix this then. Okay, so now that I have that NixOS module and I have this NixOS configuration, what I need to do is I need to add this, and then at the end, enable, it's true. Oh, right, I need to update it, not undefined variable system. Okay, so what is... Let's just make this a recursive binding up here, just to, let's just cheat a little. Okay. A recursive binding, by the way, you know what, let's do another REPL explanation. So, rec foo equals bar, and then baz equals foo bar. Okay, so a recursive binding basically is it steps through the definitions of the attribute set. It'll see that we've defined foo to be bar, so now foo is a variable in the scope of the definition of baz. So because foo is bar and baz has the value of foo, then baz is going to be bar bar. Not confusing at all? Okay, good. Or wait, no, not that. Okay. So... Okay, so I need the system in here. Do I have the system visible here? I do. Okay, so let's add this to the module template. Okay, so... Wait, is it not actually running the service? Doesn't look like it's running the service. Okay, so why not? No, the attribute system is missing. Okay. Oh, packages.system. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to have system here because that will break things. And I have never actually done exactly this before, so that's why I'm a bit obviously not trying to hack this together on the fly. No, not at all. Okay, so we have go hello running. And it also means that if we curl h host that... Awesome, we have it proxying to the Go service. Okay, let's edit the Go thing to be a bit more like happy. Right. It helps if you when you're trying to deploy something, test something, it helps to deploy the thing and then test it. You know, that's absolutely shocking information here. And I don't know if anyone's pointed it out yet, but I have a katana now. A cyber katana. This will do the following things. Multi-user.target fires once the system is fully booted and the network is active. So what this does is it starts it on boot, it restarts it when it fails. The main thing that it runs is the web server binary. It has systemd create a random user ID and the like. It creates a it creates state directories and runtime directories and cache directories so that everything is properly isolated. And it also sets the modes on them so you don't have to care. And it basically like just fixes everything out of the gate for you so you don't have to, you just do the thing. Automatically restarts the service when it crashes. Okay, so I'm not actually saying anything. My keyboard is sometimes loud enough that it triggers the speech detection, and because I'm using VC Face, it's not actually using my I'm not using VC Face. VC Face looks for the changes in my mouth in order to figure out what I'm saying, but vMagic Mirror just uses the sounds, so my keyboard activating can sometimes make it look like I'm speaking when I'm not. So it creates a random user for the service. And make sure that random user has permission to use them. With the specified directory modes too. Enables the service automatically. Okay, let's also add a let's do the Nginx configuration part next. Do you have a playlist of music you're listening to? I told the service that I'm using, pretzel.rocks, to surprise me, and I am very pleased with being surprised. We can add a Nginx allows you to have several vhosts per. Nginx allows you to have we want this application to have its own virtual host, so we'll need to add that as a configuration option under the enable option. I know there's a freaky Vim motion to automatically delete all the trailing white space. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. We can add the index configuration under the systemd service definition. Your module should look like this. Oh, right, oh, this is paragraph things, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Oh, no surrounding delimiters found. Okay. What? Okay, so then... one less, okay. So then... that... Yeah, my keyboard macros, conflicting, or, like, interacting with the automatic typing thing is kind of hilarious. I have a programmable keyboard in front of me, and for that one Vim motion that the Clownfo told me about, I just put it into a dynamic macro on my keyboard, so it was easier to hit. I could probably do a Vim macro too, but, you know, that's not as exciting as doing it directly in the keyboard and making my avatar's hands go like that. Yeah, look at that. I am a hacking master. I'm breaking through all of the Gibsons. You can add it to container by importing it in its configuration and activating the go hello service. There we go, and load, my minions, load. Make sure to stay hydrated. That's important. And finally, Hello, world. As an exercise for the reader, I'm gonna at the end. I'm gonna tell the person to try to read through the NixOS options things and add a option for the port that Go Hello listens on. I was gonna cover this in the article, but I think this may be better to like tell people to try to do themselves. If only because it's not difficult, and it will gently encourage them to learn how to write NixOS options. That Go Hello uses to as the TCP address to serve HTTP from. You want to have the type be types.port. Okay, let's scroll up and see if I got everything here. Yeah, system B service, dynamic user, Nginx reverse proxy. And then I think I'm about ready to wrap this up and submit it to my editor. It should look like this. So you can add to the container by importing module configuration and activating the Go Hello service. XFNW. Yes, hi there. Yes, I have an editor. I just contracted one. It helps a lot. Way more than you'd think. Like, my writing can be kind of rough at times, and the editor that I have just absolutely rips what I write in half and just makes it so much better. Oh my gosh, I love it. I should have gotten an editor ages ago. Like, seriously, it is one of the best decisions I've made in a long time. Well worth the money. Make sure to stay hydrated. All the basics of how to use NixOS these basics on how to use NixOS modules are the basics on how to use NixOS modules. Else in you can do with them, build off of these fundamentals. Builds off of these fundamentals, fundamental ideas. Modules are templates that coordinate packages and containers can let you test out modules without having to add them to your currently running system. Modules take options and emit configuration. Modules declare options and emit configuration based on those options. You can also consume modules from Flakes using the input system. I will go into more details about this at a later date. Okay, next Flakes 3 modules. Gosh, I really need to spend some time with VC Face to figure out how to, or V Magic Mirror to get it set up that doesn't look like my avatar is totally breaking the wrists. Thank you for the follow, FW Cheesecake. It really helps out the channel. NixOS configs. I have nearly everything modularized and configurable. See anything in there is confusing to you, please reach out and ask. I am happy to answer your questions, and this feedback will help me write future posts in the series. Okay. Let me get my Flake configs file here. I also have my next generation Flake-based configuration experiments here if you want to read through those. I have still been porting over things piecemeal. Not a complete set of not a complete replica of my existing configuration. Install NixOS to a server and deploy system configurations using deploy-rs. Allow you to have your workstation build configuration for your servers and push out all the changes. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, I should probably add the BOD header. okay, so now I have to remember that trick to get to the video that I'm currently recording. Okay, so I go to Video Producer. I see this one. Oh, it's this broadcasting. Okay, so... Oh, I hit watch. Okay, then I close that so I don't, like, make an audio loop. YouTube to do link. Okay, give it a sec to load everything, and I'm gonna pop up Stream Edge again. And I am just gonna do a quick once-over of the article. Oh, I should probably add a note here at the top of, let's see, OL is ordered list. List item, list item. Unordered list. Ordered list can look kind of weird at the CSS I'm using. I need to fix it, but once you get over like 10 items, it gets really broken. Is .system.default instead of okay, and then let's see if, oh, wait, no. God damn it, I did that thing again. I was typing out a whole bunch of crap and you didn't see it because I forgot to hide Firefox. Why do I keep doing this? Okay, so, yeah, basically, I'm gonna let them know about the changes that have been made, and I'm actually gonna go in and make those changes to the older articles, like, right now. Just gotta make sure this looks okay. Oh, crap, okay. It's not gonna like that. Okay, so then I go over to Firefox, or just wait here. Okay, it's listening, so I'm gonna pop over to Firefox real quick. Flakes 2. Okay, so previous version of this article said to use default package for the default package. This is deprecated, and you should use packages.default instead. Default equals ... Okay, and then we scroll down to here, we have the default package there. Scroll down here. Get legacy packages, we have portable service. Get the default package there. Packages.default. Okay, let's update this just to be sure. Go down here and yep, go hello is there. Okay, and we delete all that, and Okay, and then go down here. Okay, so now I need to go in and update the templates. So /c/templates. Go web server, Flakes.nix. Then self.packages.system.default. Okay. Run an Flake update just to be safe. There a way to specify where the flake.nix is? Okay, that's probably not as helpful as I thought it would be. Oh, okay, that was how it do it. Okay. This is what it means to make sure that everything is up to date. You go in and you fix your examples. You make sure that they are not broken. Because making the examples work means that people will be able to use the examples, and most of the time people are just going to copy from the examples anyway. So you might as well make sure that they work really, really, really reliably, because they are the things that if they don't work, it's going to turn people off, and they're just going to go do something else, and I can't blame them. So in this case, I need to aggressively make sure that the examples keep working. Can be kind of a pain at times, but you know, this is the cost of writing introductory programming stuff. You have to keep the examples up to date sometimes. It's just how life is. Okay. I think this is good though. It's past the once over, it looks... We have updated previous articles. and the template accordingly. So frustrating when the examples don't work. I appreciate you're going to the effort to keep them up to date. Yes. I care about examples working. I care so much. Yeah, Rust does that too. If you have any Rust code that's in like a little markdown thing, it'll like automatically run the code and make sure that it doesn't explode. And by explode, I mean, you know, panic. So the docs end up having a lot of like .unwrap and the like, which does mean that people paste in the .unwrap, but you can't win them all. I mean, at least there's something, and it's automatically checked at CI time, so like, yeah, you can't win everything. D is pretty cool. I've never really gotten a chance to play with D. I know it exists. I just haven't had a reason to use it. There we go. Let me just make sure I'm using the VOD tag correctly. Is a flake like a jail? No, hi there, viable clan member. A flake is like, I guess a flake is closer to, like, a Docker file than anything. You can make NixOS containers with flakes, and those are kind of like jails. And an individual NixOS service is kind of like a snap. But I think a better... Yeah, it's like a package.json for Nix. That's a good analogy. I've been trying to compare Nix to a lot of this stuff to Docker. Most of my audience has a more DevOps background, and Docker is like the most common denominator. Like, Docker's shit, but lots of people know what Docker is, so makes it a bit easier to explain things when you relate it to Docker, which is more than likely what people already know. So you can take these new concepts and build them into the old concepts. And I have found that that helps people like really understand things a lot faster and with a lot less effort. Docker's new license, I'm amazed Docker lasted as long as it did before it started going like this. Most of the users of Docker don't contribute a cent to Docker the company, and we're wondering why Docker the company is doing some crappy things to try to get more money because, you know, they have venture capital investments to pay back. Like, at the end of the day, someone has to get paid. It's kind of predatory what they're doing, but I understand it. I mean, they've basically been, like, running, like, the biggest package repository ever for the last decade for free. I'm amazed that it's lasted this long before they started, like, cracking down on it. However, most of the time it doesn't matter for me because I run Linux and, okay. Okay, the biggest package repo in terms of, like, numbers of discrete packages is Nix packages, yes, but what I more mean is that, like, Docker Hub is fucking massive. Like, the Docker Hub is probably one of the, like, biggest collections of software, like, outside of private things like Microsoft's stuff. And the amounts of storage that they must be using must be, like, mind-boggling. Log, add third Nix Flakes post. Oh, wait, I should kill the buffer. And then... Okay. And then I am gonna open that in another tab. Yeah, there's definitely a left pad function somewhere. Oh. That's not correctly cherry picking the right thing, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna get out. Git push Gitty. Flakes 3. Cherry pick that. Git push Gitty. Okay, good. I only want one commit. Pull request. Assign me. Pull request. Due date, March 31st. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something among, like, one of the Nix package's lib functions that does it. It's like, where are the library functions? Functions reference. Gitty is like GitLab but lighter. Yeah, Gitty is a Git service that I have hosted on my private network. I use Gitty to I basically use Gitty to just, like, put my code somewhere that I own that isn't GitHub. So I can just, like, know that it's somewhere safe. Oh, there's actually a small content error that someone found, so, let's just fix that, merge that real quick. So my code isn't slurped up for Copilot. It's not just that. A lot of it is more like... like, some of my closed source stuff, I just want to have on my local network in such a way that it can't be exposed, like, that repo is not exposed to the internet. Like, that repo is just totally offline, but doing about me in Copilot really is a lot of personal info. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make a new window in VS Code and let's do this. I think I have Copilot. Yeah, I do have Copilot. Okay. Select a language to get started. HTML. Yeah, I have it on my tailnet. Probably write about it at some point, but yes, it has different permissions when I look at it from inside Tailscale than if you look at it from outside Tailscale. Okay, then code.exe. Okay, and okay, and then I hit. No, I don't want to hit it. I want to Control Shift T. Oh, it's only showing templates? Oh, I'm a developer from the UK. Okay, so view